Georgia Engel was the mother. Of course, I said I'm not old enough to be Amy's father. And they gave me this role of this Southern religious guy. Chris Elliott was my son. I'm not old enough to be Chris Elliott's father, but my God, it's Chris Elliott. I'll play his grandfather. He was so funny and he was so great. I loved him on the set. And his daughters were on the set. And I came up to him, I said, Chris, my daughter and I used to sit, we'd lie on the floor and watch your sitcom. And we'd quote him lines, and his daughters would say, we watched you and Waiting for Guffman. So it was a love fest. And so I played this Southern religious guy who was so strict and so stiff. And I thought, God, it's such a tight straitjacket to wear. I wanted to cut loose, and they gave me some wonderful lines, and lo and behold, I was nominated for an Emmy 3 years in a row. So I said, maybe the Emmy people know that I'm not the same guy. I'm not Jerry Hubbard. I'm actually playing this role, and I thought I played it quite good and quite straight. You know, to my wife, come on, mother, keep a strong hold on your purse. We're going to town. And I ran into some people once at a party. They said they were from, I think, Mississippi or something. They said, boy, you nailed it. There's so many people like that. You know, I don't drink soft drinks. We don't have television. And one of the greatest lines of the Thanksgiving show, when everything's breaking loose and races, this is what happens when there's no television. And Phil Rosendahl, the producer and one of the head writers, boy, he would come down on the set and micromanage the line readings to everybody, and he would hit it. He knew just what he was doing. He made a great show out of that. I loved it because the script was good, and boy, if a line didn't make it, there'd be a huddle over in the corner, and they'd come up with another funny line. So it didn't bother me at all. I don't remember any show that I'd go on where I'd say, God, I'd like to throw out this script and just improvise. Well, there have been a few, and then they'd let me, and then you'd kind of paraphrase the lines and toss in a line on your own. And at this point, everyone laughs. Oh, that's great, that's great. Whereas 20 years ago, they might have said, don't. I remember being on shows years ago and go up with suggesting a line, and the director saying, no, let's just leave it like it is. My favorite was one that he talked about for so long. I came in at the end. Robert Culp and his wife were there, and they had something where they were in the nude, and my wife and I came in, and we were so shocked, and the son had to say, it's a show they're doing, and you and Mom are going to be in it. And it was just like one take, and then the last scene, we were in the car, and Phil says, you don't say anything, and finally you say, I don't want to be in that show. And he talked about for everything, it's the easiest payday you're going to have. And we were there, we did it in about 15 minutes. And we did 2 takes. And the first one I said, I don't want to be in that play. And then the second one I said, I don't want to be in that play. And then I looked at her, and then I looked back, and that's the one they left in. So I put a little timing in it. Yeah, that was my favorite.